Hi, this is Zap, and welcome to the Reset and Zap podcast. Welcome to the Reset and Zap podcast. I am your host, ZapTvCristal. And with me is my MVP, my sidekick, my co-host, my hubby, my partner in crime.
You done? You finished yet?
AKA
You finished?
my husband.
Okay, you're gonna do your thing. Let me know when you're ready.
I could go on, you know.
Just let me know when you're ready. I'm just a co-host, you know.
Yeah, he's my Batman.
You done now?
I'm done.
Okay. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TeeJay.
And it is season
4. Yes, sir. We back.
We back.
We are back.
At the big comfy couch.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Are you ready? Are you ready to clown around?
Oh yeah, you already know.
With Zap and TeeJay. Mm-hmm. At the big green couch.
Feels good to be back on the couch again. Mm-hmm. We ain't been on the couch since what, season 2?
I think since season 2.
I think it was season 2. It was the last time we was on the couch.
Yeah, because season 3 we did it at
We did the table
with the new setup. Yeah, so it's good to be back.
Yeah.
It actually feels quite comfortable.
It is nice, actually. Kind of glad we decided to go back to the couch.
Take it back to where it all started. Are you ready for season 4? Because this is our very first episode.
Yes, I'm ready. It's been a minute. I'm kind of excited to see where we're going.
So I appreciate you guys waiting because the wait is now over.
We're back, baby.
This is episode, I think, 37 officially.
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere in there.
3 seasons, because we're 3 seasons in.
Yeah.
And so welcome back. And for those who are new, thank you for tuning in, because here at the Reset and Zap podcast is all about resetting and being in the right mindset for a brand new week.
Oh, snap.
We got new logos. We got new music.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And new segments. We've built the podcast from the ground up.
Yeah,
all
brand new, baby.
Speaking about the music, we can thank your good old co-host here, TeeJay.
Yes, sir.
For coming up with the music. And we actually got some good news.
Yeah, right now, the music for this season is now available on all music streaming platforms. Just like we did with the original music of Volume 1, we made a whole album where you can go listen to that music in your free time. And now, today, Volume 2 is now out with all the new music. You know, it's been about 3 seasons since we've been using the same music, so we thought it was time for a switch up.
Yeah.
So I created, all new music track, new sound, new OST for the podcast.
Ooh.
And now that OST is now available on your favorite music streaming platform under the name ZapCristal. And the album is called The Reset and Zap Podcast Volume 2.
Volume 2, baby. New music.
Oh, yeah.
You can use it to rock it out when you studying, driving, cooking, you name it.
Oh, yeah. I went for a nice, smooth, melodic style this time. It's very, very smooth, melodic, very chill, very down-tone. It's like, I think y'all really gonna enjoy it. Some music you can relax to, some music you can sleep to. It's music you can just ride in your car and bop your head to. It's a little bit of everything on there.
So make sure to check it out. And if you enjoyed Volume 1, well, guess what? Volume 2 is now out
right now.
Whole new listening experience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready like I am?
Let's do it.
Because we're about to stop and pause. All right.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. See, you thought you got me. I was with you.
All right. Do you have any idea what we're going to be talking about?
None.
This is something you've been wanting to talk about for the longest.
Oh, word.
You were like, can we please talk about it? And all I recall was telling you, yes, we are going to do it in season 4.
Okay. And what was that? What did I say?
Well, today's topic is all about us talking about how eating healthy have changed our lives and our health. And we're going to be talking about how we used to eat versus how we're eating now.
So how we used to be fat and how we're not fat anymore.
See what I mean? That's exactly what I meant. You're going to finally get to talk about it, because in season 3 you were like, man, we were so fat. We were just so fat.
Go back and look at a video from season 1 and then come look at this one and tell me I wasn't fat.
So I think this is appropriate to finally share our journey, because talking about a huge reset,
Oh yeah,
that was one.
huge is definitely the word.
Yeah.
Because I was fat. It's definitely a proper word right there.
So I think this is just ideal that when we're talking about doing a hard reset for a brand new week, we're not only talking about mentally, we're talking about physically.
Oh yeah.
And this is a great way to start off season 4, us sharing our journey in our weight loss journey, really.
Mm-hmm.
And how we used to eat versus how we're eating right now, how we feel, and just the entire journey.
Sounds good to me. I'm down. Let's do it.
You wanna take it off, since you've been dying to talk about this?
All right, well, we can kick it off. Well, first, I guess it makes sense to tell why we started this journey. Well, yeah, I guess we have to do that in order to... Yeah, okay, so... It's just weird because I never really talk about my health or our health publicly before. So
do you want me to start?
No, it's good. I'm good. I just had to...
You had a moment?
I had a moment where I had to like lock in. I was like, wait a minute, I usually don't talk. But we have to talk about it in this case. So
exactly.
I had to rewire my brain real quick. It all started one day. I should just go ahead and tell the full story. We were out one day, and Babe was just telling me that she wasn't feeling good. Like she was feeling weak and feeling like something was going on, and I don't know. I just had this instinct where I was like, I just need to get her to a hospital. So we went to it was a Sunday, I think, because the hospital wasn't open. So we went to like an urgent care place.
I think before that we went to a Walgreens trying to get trying to get access to like a blood pressure machine or something.
Oh yeah. And then we went to this urgent care place because she just wasn't feeling better. And while we were in the lobby waiting, she literally just passed out in my arms. And of course, at that moment, we called 911, and they came. She was completely unconscious, and we had to take her to the hospital. And I was chasing the ambulance in the car, and just meeting you at the hospital, and just going through all of this, and just trying to figure out what was wrong with you. And it turned out that you were having a high blood pressure issues, and it caused you to get faint and weak and pass out. And from that point, it was just like, wow, like it was a really scary moment for me. I was like, wow, I just got here and I'm about to lose her. Like, this is not how it's supposed to go. And I'm pretty sure it was, I mean, from your side, how was that for you?
So it's really weird because I was complaining about headaches to you, and I was like, yo, I'm having these headaches, but I think it was the summer. No, it was not the summer. It was like winter when you came around. But I was complaining because I was having these really bad migraines. But in my head, I was just thinking, maybe these are just migraines. You were never thinking about the other way around.
Oh, yeah.
And we were in the car, and I was telling you, yo, I'm not feeling well. Like, this headache is just not going away. And you were like, all right, let's go pull over to, a Walgreens. I think it was a Walgreens. And let's check your blood pressure. Because I don't know why, for some reason, you felt like we needed to check my blood pressure. And we went in there, and for all we know is my blood pressure was it just had spikes. It was super high at that moment. And you were like, babe, we have to take you to the hospital because this is dangerous. And I think we pulled up to either an urgent clinic. I can't recall
it was like an urgent care clinic or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And there was a lot of people at the office. That's all I can recall. And they were like, oh, well, you have to wait till, in the lobby until you're able to be seen. And I'm not feeling well. And I'm letting you know that I'm not feeling well. And then one moment to the other, all I recall is passing out. I could hear people talking and trying to talk to me to ask me how I was doing. But like, I could not react. That's all I remember. Like, I could hear you, I could hear the doctor, I could hear everybody like going crazy to call out to the ambulance, but I couldn't hear anything. I mean, I could hear, but I couldn't like react.
Gotcha.
And then I don't remember anything else. All I remember is that a minute later, I was at the hospital, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, why am I at the hospital? Because I don't remember. And that's when we found out that I was dealing with some high blood pressure, and they said that it was mainly due to apparently just like accumulated stress that I had built up, and it just kind of just released. And that was a big shock, because I'm in my 30s. So like, the last thing you're expecting to deal with is with health issues and having to go to a doctor and now being under medication to treat something that I didn't have in the first place.
Yeah. And it was terrifying for me because, at this point we were, just starting our relationship and things were going really well between us, relationship wise. And I had become pretty attached to you at this point. So the thought of losing you just really, really, really scared me. And, after we spoke to the doctor about what they do, they, of course, put her on some medication, but also said that, a way you can get through this even better is to, change your eating habits and change a couple things in your lifestyle, and we can probably get through this a lot better. So to preface this, when I first arrived in Texas and we started, our relationship and we started dating, we were eating out on pretty much a daily basis.
Ooh, yeah.
We were going out to fast food restaurants. You had to take me to Whataburger for the first time and Torchy's Tacos and pretty much every unhealthy place in the world. She was basically just shoving food down my throat every second.
It's just like, when you have somebody come over for vacation and you're just overly excited and you're like, I have to show them everything, I got to show them around, sightseeing, and it's just so much fun. You're like, oh my God, I got to show them this spot, then we got to go to this spot, then we got to eat this, or we got to eat that. And I had a whole guide weekend after weekend of what we were going to do.
Oh yeah, because in case y'all guys didn't know, my wife loves food.
I do. I do love food.
She loves her some food, and she likes to eat. Yeah.
And we were eating.
Yeah, we were eating quite a lot and very unhealthily.
Yeah.
So we started, analyzing, just look at what we do. And actually, I was on a fitness journey before, and I was trying to get myself in the right place because I was dealing with some health issues of my own. I dealt with, I guess I can say that in the past now because it don't happen no more.
Yeah.
I was dealing with IBS, which is a gut issue. And I was also dealing with a pretty bad vertigo issue, which I still have some issues with time to time, but it's definitely much more controlled now than it was in the past. So,
because it used to be really bad when you got here.
Oh yeah, facts. And so there was this app I used to use, as the fitness app, where you can actually log your meals and see how much you're eating every day and how many calories that is, and it calculates your age and body weight and say, hey, this is how many calories you need if you want to lose weight and da 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 da. And once you really start looking at how you eat and what you eat, you realize that for the most part we eat way more than we need to. One,
facts,
and two, the things that we eat are absolutely atrocious. One meal would fill us up with enough calories that would eliminate your entire day. Like the way this app works is, and we're not sponsored by the app. It's just
no, but it would be nice if we were.
Yeah, we would though. We should though, because I'm telling you, we use this app quite heavily, man.
Yeah.
And it basically, like I said, it calculates your age and weight and tells you like, all right, you should be eating 2,000 calories a day or whatever the case may be. And then you log your meals, and it'll show you how many calories you're eating. And your goal is to either stay at your 2,000 calories or under, or whatever it calculates for your age, height, and body weight. And from there, you can start making adjustments on how you eat to try to lower your calories. And it'll even calculate if you're eating too much sugar, if you're eating too much fat, if you're eating too much sodium. And it helps you kind of just see like where you are.
Yeah.
And we saw that it was bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was bad. I think when I started, mine was averaging around 1,900 calories is what I needed, but I was eating closer to like 3,000 or 4,000 calories, like almost twice as much as my body actually needed.
Yeah.
And the problem is that we discovered these things called empty calories.
Empty calories.
Where you eat these foods, but you don't feel satisfied after. It doesn't really fill you up, but those calories still count.
Yeah.
And it was just really, really bad.
Yeah. And it triggers your appetite. It makes you actually more hungry.
Yeah, and then you eat more and you feel less satisfied and you gain more weight.
Yeah.
And boy was I fat.
Well, and then we were both working, and I mean, we both still work, but like during that time we were both working. We have a teenager, so we're out of the house for the majority of the day, and then we would come back from work. We're feeling tired. We're not in the mood of cooking, and we were financially able to go out and eat. So like buying food wasn't an issue. You're like, oh, you don't want to cook. I don't want to cook. Let's just go out. And then during the weekends, it was even worse because, we out just having fun. And basically a day of ours was looking like eating probably out 3 or 4 times, because if we were out all day, we're probably going to have breakfast. We're probably going to have lunch. We're probably going to have dinner. And we're probably going to have a snack while we're out.
Oh, yeah.
So, that should give you an idea of how many calories, how much calories, and also the type of food that we were probably eating on a weekly basis.
Yeah. So as we talked to our doctor about it, he gave us some suggestions of some different ways we could do things. And the one thing that really stuck with us was when he mentioned the Mediterranean diet.
Oh, yeah. That was a complete new experience.
Oh, yeah. So and what we've learned about the Mediterranean diet is that it's all about substitutions, cutting back on as much meat. First of all, we had cut beef completely out of our diet. It's like no more beef. Very rarely do we have beef, maybe once every couple of months.
And a blue moon.
Cutting down on pork a lot. We don't really eat a lot of pork anymore.
Honestly, we almost don't even eat it. When you think about it.
Very rarely. Very, very rarely. And just substituting stuff. Like, instead of doing pork sausage, now we do chicken sausage. Or instead of beef, we do turkey. Or sometimes we even just go for meatless options. Sometimes if we want a burger, we'll go get a bean burger or something like that. And we've learned to cook the things that we love, but found a way to make them healthier. Oh, yeah. And eating cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Just eating cleaner things, eating more natural stuff. Like if you're looking at the back of the box where the ingredients are, and there's a ingredient on there that you can't pronounce or don't know what it is, you probably shouldn't be eating it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's, just learning how to eat more cleanly, eating better, eating less. And over time, we found that eating that way is actually a lot more fun. We're actually eating cleaner. We're finding things that are way more delicious. We found that our appetite doesn't go off quite as much. We're not eating 7 times a day. We're eating like 3-4 times a day like normal people.
Yeah.
And it's just been a great experience. We discovered new foods and new things that we really enjoy. And as you can see, like I said, if you go back to season 1 and come back to season 4, you see that we've lost quite a bit of weight. And in my case, I believe I've lost like 34 pounds.
I think I've lost around the same amount. I think I've lost like 33, 34 pounds because there came a point that with the pregnancy, of course, I ended up weighing, like my weight was probably over 200 pounds.
Yeah, doing the pregnancy. Yeah.
Yeah. And, but it's crazy because even since we started taking care of my health way before pregnancy, I think the byproduct of it was, and which I never talked about that on the podcast, but it's having a really healthy pregnancy, a really smooth pregnancy.
One of the smoothest. It was absolutely amazing. Like I was expecting to be like terrified from beginning to end and didn't know what was going to happen. But then next thing I knew, it was just kind of over.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like, oh, here we go. Here's the baby. Everything's fine.
Every time we went to the doctor was like, everything's okay. You're fine. Nope. Out.
No problems. No complications. See you later. Peace.
Yeah,
See you in a week.
Why are you asking any questions? You're healthy.
Yeah,
just
get out.
Go. Bye.
Why are you mouth? Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, literally. That's all our doctor was doing. But I think one of the early things I started learning, and it was thanks to you, was my love now for tea. It was one of the earliest things I started learning about.
Oh, yeah. I love me a good tea.
Because tea really helps in so many ways, and I wasn't expecting to like tea as much as I do right now. So
yeah, it started off as a substitution for coffee, because at one point you were drinking a lot more coffee than you drink now. Like you were drinking coffee like a couple of times a day.
Oh yeah.
And of course, all the caffeine and everything in that wasn't necessarily as great.
Yeah.
So I tried to give her some substitutes so she wouldn't have to drink coffee as much. And one of those things that really stuck with her was a nice hot tea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tea was one of them. We cut off the red meat, like you said, and just educating ourselves, like not necessarily eating less meant staying like starving. It was just in a way, it just meant more so like being more conscious of what you eat and eating in a more meaningful way and not just empty calories, because we slowly started realizing like snacking is not bad. It's just, what are we snacking? And maybe that bag of chips could be substituted by a bowl of fruits,
the big old thing of Reese's Pieces and and chocolate and sugar and just salt and just cutting back on those things. And we even found ways to even substitute those things. Like the things that we really love, we found that, hey, there's actually healthier versions of those things.
Yeah, that without even sponsoring them. Like, for example, I wish I was sponsored by them once again, but like I found like a alternative to my favorite M&Ms, or to other candy that we enjoy, or we just ended up baking things ourselves here at home.
Oh yeah.
Or coming up with like meatless alternatives to things. And the biggest thing that you mentioned is like recreating recipes that are in our own culture. It might not be like the most healthiest thing, but we found a way to make it and still enjoy it, but just in a healthier way.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, a big part of it was like I said, substitutions.
Yeah.
Just subbing out things that we know are unhealthy for things that are healthy, and just putting more vegetables in our diet, putting more fruits in our diet, and cutting back on as much meat, and just being more conscious and aware of what you're putting into your body.
Yeah.
And we also been exercising and
Yeah.
taking walks, hitting the gym.
Still learning how to do it, because with kids it's always hard to balance life and with work. But I think we are definitely much more active than we used
100%.
to be.
And even with the diet, it's not like we always are eating the most healthiest things and always being
yeah.
perfect. It's just that we're cutting back. It's all about balance.
Yes.
It's all about, I can't think of the right word. I'm trying to think
Moderation.
of. Moderation. There you go. It's all about moderation. We're not saying you can't enjoy the things that you enjoy. We're not saying that you can't have the things that you have. We're just saying you can't have it all the time.
Yeah. And when our doctor exposed us to the Mediterranean diet, I slowly learned, because I had to do research, because with me doing the cooking in the house, I was like, okay, I don't know what this means.
Oh yeah.
So I was like actually researching and found out that it wasn't really a diet. It was more so of a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And I started learning about what the diet consists of. And it's mainly just practical things like doing more produce, like including more produce, more veggies, more fruits, getting away from sugar, or getting away from like unhealthy fats and using more healthy fats and stuff like that, and more fish, and then just like limit some other stuff. It's not that you can't have it, but it was more so like just limit the amount you have of it. And then slowly but surely, like we've been like doing a lot of substitutes to the point where sometimes I feel like we're almost vegan.
Very close.
Or close.
Extremely close.
Yeah.
And what we've also discovered is when we try to go back to those foods that we used to eat, or go back to the ways we used to eat, we find that we don't even really like it no more.
Yeah.
Or we end up so sick afterwards, like I'll never eat that again. Like I'll never forget the one time we went to Popeye's Chicken.
Oh boy.
And tried to get some fried chicken and biscuits.
I felt like I was about to die.
And we felt so bad afterwards that it was just like, man, like your body really changes based on what you do. Like even though we never really drank sodas like that, we pretty cut sodas out of our lives, and we're even cutting out like a lot of sugar in our drinks and stuff like that. We drink a lot of like sugar-free drinks and stuff like that, and just being more smart and being more wise. And as your body adjusts to that, you'll actually learn to enjoy these things more than the things that you used to eat. Like I used to love going to fast food and getting me a big juicy fast food burger, and now I can't even like stomach it. You know what I'm saying? I'll eat half of a burger and I'll feel like I'm about to pass out. Like
we actually had a pretty recent experience of that. We went to this Japanese place and we were super excited to try out some Japanese cuisine, and it is Japanese cuisine, but it's kind of like the fast food version of them, their food. And it wasn't a great experience.
No, it wasn't. Like we just find out now that our bodies have gotten a taste for what they love now, for like the Mediterranean stuff and the meatless stuff and the more healthier options. Our bodies are now just like in sync with that. And when you try to go back to what it was, your body's just like, nah, this ain't where it's at.
Yeah.
And it's been quite a journey. And I must admit that I feel better. I feel like I look better. I'm definitely not as fat as I was. And like it feels good to live a healthier lifestyle. Like I said, when I started, I was just crossing over 200 pounds. Now I'm at about a 165, 170, which is a nice healthy range for me. And I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I have more, just more everything. I feel just better overall, eating in a much healthier way, to the point now where it's just like I can't even really see myself going back.
Yeah, for me I'm proud to say, right, that due to all the changes we've done, during my pregnancy, they actually got me off my meds. And at first we thought that was like a temporary solution. I was like, maybe, after we have the baby, I might need to get back under treatment.
Oh, yeah.
But the case is till today, thanks to God, I'm no longer under treatment. I don't have to take any more medication.
Been off the medication since you was pregnant, since your pregnancy.
Yeah, I've been cleared. My last labs, everything turned out great. My doctor says everything has been pretty much kind of or practically normal at this point. And it's not only been a matter of us being better. Like, I have more energy. I feel good. I've lost weight. My clothes looks great on me. But it's also a matter of just like now being able to teach that and inspire people around you, because now like our oldest son, he has seen us make all those changes and he's been like really interested in what we're eating and trying it himself. And even he's starting to notice the difference of what it's like to eat healthy but still delicious, where the food still tastes great.
Yeah, and that's the part, and that's the big misconception about eating healthy. That people feel like, oh, if you're eating healthy, it's going to be disgusting. You got to eat tofu and all that kind of. But like, there's a lot of delicious foods that are healthy, and I'm starting to discover. Like I said, we've discovered so many new meals and new ideas and new ways to cook, and just really enjoying what we're eating.
Yeah.
Like we still have Philly steak and cheese sandwiches, man.
Oh God, yes.
But with vegan meat, and it tastes just as good as the original.
You can't even tell the difference.
Can't even really tell. It's so good.
It is so
and
good.
we've just found really cool ways to do new things and different things, and it's actually really delicious. And I've been vastly enjoying the food we're eating now. Like, I look forward to dinner every night now. Like,
yeah. And we still have our pancakes. We still have, our sausage. We still have, but it's how we make it.
Like I said, with sausage, we moved more to a chicken-based sausage and moving away from pork. And with all the other things, subbing in meatless
for our
options.
Pancakes, we've done, like whole wheat. We eat a lot of whole wheat stuff in the house.
Whole wheat flour and stuff like that. Yeah.
Things like that. Like, I've been like
getting rid of white bread.
We gotten rid of white bread in the house. I use, like, for my oil, I use extra virgin olive oil. I've changed sour cream. I use Greek yogurt, or I use Greek yogurt as my parfait and stuff like that. Cereal. We've changed our cereal, you know? Because like you said, one other thing we've learned is to educate ourselves and be like, do we know what's actually in these products?
Yeah.
So learning to read the labels, looking up stuff that we don't understand to then later on find out, wow, is this what we've been eating?
Pretty much.
It was pretty alarming.
Yeah, most of the stuff it was cinnamona comalamalate and some palomano kamehameha.
Yeah, and you were like, what in the world does this mean?
I'm like, this Dragon Ball, sound like a Dragon Ball Z move.
A power move.
Yeah, it sound like a Pale Kame so big. Like, I'm eating that. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
And now we're like buying products where the ingredient list is probably like 4 or 5 things, and they're things that you actually understand, like tomatoes, garlic, salt, pepper, oil.
Normal things.
Wow.
Oh, you mean there's food in my food?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
cool.
Are we having a
They
moment?
actually use food to make my food. That's pretty cool. There's actually orange juice. There's actually oranges in my orange juice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's surprising.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
It's pretty crisp.
Yeah.
You ain't know that I'm fancy, I like oranges in my orange juice. I don't know what y'all be drinking, but I drink actual oranges in my orange juice.
Or like we said, like we found like even like candy or substitutes to things that we used to enjoy. And then when you have the thing you used to have, it's like
you lose the taste for it.
Not great. You're like, wow.
You literally lose the taste for it. Like, I used to be a big ginger ale guy. Like, I used to love down in ginger ale. I can't even remember the last time I've touched a ginger ale.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even do it no more.
I think when you did have it, you were
I did the zero sugar one. And I tried to drink a regular one, and it was like, ugh. It was kind of gross. But I don't even drink the non-sugar one anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of just I don't even really drink soda at all anymore. Very extremely rarely, maybe I'll have like a Fanta or something like that. But that's like once every 6-7 months. Like, most of the time we're drinking juice, drinking water.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it.
And it's funny because when we go out, we either have like this mental list of restaurants or places that we feel comfortable in going because we know what to expect.
Shout out to Bella Green.
Or like at the end, sometimes when we have to decide, we'll be like, yeah, we could have this, but we could just go home and make our own food.
Yeah. Or another option that we've done as well, which is especially if you have like a partner or significant other you go out with, is that if we do order something out, we'll just order one thing and split it.
Yes. And that seems to work so well because not only do you save money, but it's actually like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we don't eat that much.
Portion control. That's something else that we've learned a lot is portion control.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you don't necessarily have to eat the entire pizza, you know?
Yeah. You don't. Yeah. It's there, but you don't.
You don't have to eat it, you know?
Yeah.
You can just stop.
Yeah.
That was a cool concept we learned too.
Yeah. So
it's like, oh man, I'm so full, but there's still food on my plate. What am I gonna do? You could just stop.
That was us. Oh my God, I have to share this story.
Go ahead.
I forgot the name of the restaurant, by the way. You're gonna have to say the name of the restaurant.
You talking about Longhorn?
Yes. So the other day, we went to this really fun jazz event.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, I had the time of my life because for the longest on my wish list, I've been wanting to go to a jazz outing, and it finally came true. And it was of what was it based off of? Quincy Jones. Mm-hmm. So some bangers and some hitters.
Yeah, it's Quincy Jones who did a lot of stuff with Frank Sinatra. He did a lot of the composing for Frank Sinatra.
It was so good.
It was awesome.
We even danced a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got it in. We got it in.
So we went out with the kiddos, and we decided, it's our time. We're gonna go out on a date, and it was pretty late. And you were like, "Can we go to what was the name of the restaurant again?"
Longhorn Steakhouse. And I was like, yeah, sure. I've never eaten there, so it was like my first experience. And you're like, oh, you're about to experience something. Oh yeah,
that is one of a kind. And I was like,
it is this thing.
I'm like, you really praising this place? We'll see. I'll be the judge of it.
Chef's kiss.
And oh my God, mm-hmm. That was indeed an experience.
Yeah.
And so we started ordering food, and I was pretty alarmed. I was pretty alarmed because woof.
It's a lot of food, man.
The food portions.
It's a lot.
Easily my plate, we could have split it up.
Easy.
Because I got me some good lamb chops.
We actually technically did split it because we didn't eat it all.
Yes, we technically.
We brought some home to son.
Yeah, technically, we had so much food that we ended up feeding our son because it was a lot. It was a lot. Like the food portions are crazy. Because first of all, they give you a freshly baked bread. Like what? With butter, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Then I had me a cup of coffee that, oh my Lord Jesus, that woke me up. Mm-hmm. And I ordered me some lamb chops with some mac and cheese, which
that was good.
The best mac and cheese I've had in my life with some spinach. That spinach was popping too.
Yeah.
And you ordered yourself. I forgot what you even got for yourself.
What did I got?
I think it was some chicken. I think it was.
Oh yeah, I got the Parmesan chicken. Yeah, I got the Parmesan chicken.
Oh, and we got it with the Parmesan crust on it, and
that was delicious.
That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And towards the end, we think, that we grown because we're gonna get dessert too.
Oh, that was a mistake.
And I'm like, yo, there's this 7-layer chocolate cake. What? 7 layers? That is unheard of.
7 different types of chocolate.
I was like, I need to see this. I need to see it. So we're thinking to ourselves, we'll just order one.
And we'll split it. Split that thing.
I was like, yeah, that sounds good because I feel like I'm about to die with just the main dish, I was like, yeah, we'll do dessert. And this woman comes in with a plate, and instead of 1 slice of cake, there's 2 slices of cake.
And 2 scoops of ice cream.
2 scoops of ice cream, which the ice cream was amazing too, by the way.
Vanilla bean.
And I freaked out.
Yeah,
I looked at her. I was like, we had just 1 order of cake.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the 1 order. I said, she's lying. She is lying to us.
And that's another part about it that's really amazing. We've gotten to the point now where like seeing a lot of food is actually like traumatizing to us now. I'm just like, bro, that's too much food, bro. I never thought I'd be in my life where I'd be like, that's just too much food. That's too much. This is too much. I don't want it. I don't even want it. It's too much.
I freaked out so bad. I felt like I thought I was going to cry. I was like, can you pack it?
I said, no, you got to put that other slice in the box, ma'am.
She was like, do you want, I don't even think she let us answer.
No, she saw our faces and was like, I can, I'll put this half in the box. Don't worry about it. Y'all look like y'all scared. That's because I am, ma'am. I'm very scared. I'm terrified for my life.
It was so much.
Seeing that much food in one place scares me now. That's how much we've changed.
That's crazy to me.
We're seeing a large amount of food. It's terrifying.
And it was terrifying. And the other slice, we didn't even get to finish it.
Yeah, the one that we did get, we didn't even eat it. The whole thing.
And then towards the end, we come back home and we look at our son and we're like, all this food.
Yeah, eat up.
Plus the other slice.
Eat up, boy.
Is yours.
Have a good time.
Have fun.
Have it up.
And he absolutely loved it.
Do it big, my dude.
He destroyed it.
Do it big, my dude.
But it just goes to show how different. Even recently, when your mom and your sister came to visit us, it like you think that because we're out with people that it would be a little tempting to just kind of screw it up and do things differently.
Nope.
But I was at a restaurant and I'm like, I get it. Everybody has different lifestyles, different diets, different things, what they're used to eating, and your sister's having her comfort food, your mom's having her own thing, and I'm over here like not tempted at all. Like I'm looking at my menu and I'm like, I could order this, but I don't want it. Yeah. And I just like ended up just buying ordering just like a bowl, a big salad bowl, which was amazing. Like that was the best salad I've had in my life.
Oh yeah.
And then at the other place, we ended up ordering like a I don't know, it was kind of like a flatbread. But,
that flatbread pizza thing. Yeah, but we split it.
Yeah, we split it once again, and it was meatless.
Oh yeah.
It didn't even have
just
no
veggies.
meat. It was like
veggies.
mushrooms and potato. It was amazing too, by the way. And it just goes to show. And they had chicken, like they had wings, they had other stuff, and they offered it to me, and I was like,
I don't want that.
I'm good.
I don't want it.
I'm good. I'm not even tempted. I just did not want it. And like, it's just pretty cool to see that, because back in the day, I was the one that would go to Whataburger and have you remember I used to order me the big
burger with the fries and the drink and a dessert.
And a dessert, yeah. I used to get me the sweet and spicy, I think it was the sweet and spicy burger, which that thing is like a monster. I see that now, I'd be like, there's no way I can eat that. And we would have that with a milkshake sometimes, or some of the, we used to go also to TGI Fridays and like have like 2 appetizers.
Remember that one time we went to Chili's and got like everything?
Oh my God. That was
got the appetizer, got 2 meals, got a drink, got a dessert, 2 desserts.
I don't know how we did that. I just don't know how we did it. Cause
I think we ended up spending like $100 at Chili's or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean it was a great experience, but I felt like I was about to die.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, we climbed up that mountain.
And then fell off the other side.
Yeah, came rolling down.
Yeah, my roly-poly, yeah, because I was so round at that. Yeah, because I was fat. Yeah. Let's get back to the main topic here. I was fat.
That's the one thing you've been wanting to say.
I was fat. I was watching my old music videos and I was like, man, look at my face. Why is my face so round, bro?
Yeah.
I'm fat.
Yeah. It just goes to show that we've come a long way, and I'm like really proud of ourselves, because I feel good. I feel like I have more energy to play with my kids, to spend time with you, and like being completely off my medication and being a completely new person, like seeing food from a different mindset and seeing it as a way like, hey, I can enjoy food, but the way I enjoy food is just in a different way.
Oh yeah.
Eating with a purpose.
Mm-hmm. Food with a purpose. I said something similar that the other day. I said, the one thing I can't stand? Calories but no purpose.
That's deep.
Calories with no purpose make me mad. Because like I ate that food, I don't feel good about it.
The day we went and we had the
Japanese
food.
Stuff. Yeah, it was like
we were so upset.
I ate that food, I didn't feel satisfied. I didn't even eat it all. Felt empty, felt like I wasn't eating, but at the same time felt sick. It's just like calories without a purpose, man.
Yeah.
I cannot stand calories without a purpose now, because I'm like, man, I could have used those calories on something else.
Yeah.
on something I would have enjoyed.
We felt like we wasted the food. We wasted our money. The experience was like...
Wasted our time.
Our
money, time, and calories. We all wasted.
It was crazy. And then shortly after, what we did was we got us a banana strawberry smoothie and felt amazing after that. And
facts.
It was like, wow. Our bodies are really showing us what we can and what we cannot tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
So it just goes to show, guys, that we finally get to share this journey. And hopefully this inspires somebody that maybe is in their own weight loss journey, and get to see that it is possible and that it is doable. I mean, what advice would you give to somebody?
I would say, like I said, like I said, we're not sponsored by them, but I would, even if it's not specifically the fitness app, there's other apps out there that do it. You don't even necessarily need an app. You could just write it down. Log what you eat. Once you really see what you eat
in a day
and how much you eat and how many calories that is compared to what you need to survive, you'll realize how much senseless eating that we do.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of senseless eating that we do that is not necessary. Sometimes we eat for no reason, just to eat.
Just to eat.
And sometimes that maybe there's something going on in you. There's a reason why. Maybe there's an emotional issue that you do. I know sometimes when I get stressed out or I get worried, I'll always reach for something sweet. Mm-hmm. I'll reach for something sweet when I'm stressed or I just need to relax. I'll just reach for something sweet. Yeah. So maybe you need to understand who you are and why you eat the way you eat. And I think the best way to do that is to have a food log. Yeah. And eventually you'll get to the point where you don't even need it anymore. Because now we've gotten to a point where it's like, okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
it's because once you just think about it, it's basic stuff. It's really
sense at that
because it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't eat fast food 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't eat pancakes with syrup and all that stuff on top of it with fruit. Like maybe I shouldn't do all of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't eat an entire cake. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Maybe I shouldn't be eating at 3:00 in the morning at IHOP.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That might be a bad idea.
That's a thing. Shout out to Thousand Star also from the MSM squad because he's another one that has lost tons of weight.
Actually, it was him that inspired me on my original weight loss journey because he's been doing amazing things. I'm not going to tell his story because that's his story to tell, but that man has lost a crazy amount of weight in the time that I've known him. And I'm just like, bro, I gotta, he hits the gym every day. That man really put in the work to get healthy. And not only do you get healthy, you feel better, you live longer, you just feel better in general.
Great. He looks like he's glowing with so much life.
You
can see
you can see that. When I first met Thousand Star compared to where he is now, it's absolutely insane.
So I'm really happy and proud of him for that. And, and like you said, it inspired you in your weight loss journey. I had my own motives of what inspired me. And now seeing the results of it, you're like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this was a deep topic.
This was a deep topic. So I appreciate you guys letting us share our story to you. So hopefully this inspires you in your own weight loss journey or whatever you set upon yourself in doing, that you can find that motivation to continue doing it. Because like I said, reset doesn't necessarily mean resetting mentally. Well, in one shape or form, this weight loss journey did.
Yeah, it is a mental thing too, because there is some mental things you got to face.
Yeah. So, whatever you're doing to reset, whether it be overcoming addictions, whether it be weight loss journey, whether it be something mentally, whatever the case may be, it is possible, and just take it one step at a time. Does it feel good?
I feel full.
You finally was able to let it out.
Yeah. I feel good. I feel less fat now.
At least you feel less fat.
I think that not talking about it was making me feel fat. So now that I've said it publicly, I don't feel as fat now.
Well, guys, I just want to remind you that you can listen to this podcast anywhere, Spotify, Apple, Deezer, over on YouTube. And we, of course, have videos as well where you can watch us as we're having these discussions. Don't forget to rate the show, leave reviews.
You better.
We love reading them, checking them out, tweaking the podcast, because all the changes we've done in season 4 has been thanks to you guys and thanks to those reviews you have left us. So appreciate y'all. And I would like to encourage you guys to continue doing so. As always, I want to remind you to always reset and zap
for the what?
For the week.
Man, that's so smooth.
Yeah.
That outro is really...
I think I'm getting real good at this.
Yeah, and I can saw through the little inserts in there. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're still recording.
We're still recording.
All right. Sorry. Peace, guys.
Because we want to eat.
Yeah. Time to eat. Peace out.
What are we going to have?